There are two versions of you that exist. The low performer, who makes excuses and justifies his inaction and blames other people for where he is. And the high performer, somebody who is in a constant state of productive action, who assumes 100% responsibility for where he is in life, doesn't blame anybody but himself. Says to himself, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. No one is coming to save me. No one is going to hand me my dream life on a silver platter. Which one do you want to be? The low performer sits and observes people that are doing really well and feels jealous and envious of them, and spends time online writing nasty comments to try and make himself feel better about his lack of action, about the dreams that he gave up on. The high performer doesn't have any time to look at what other people are doing. He's moving at such speed that he doesn't have the time to consume what other people are doing. And if anything, he has an abundance mindset. A high performance person has an abundance mindset because he knows that my success will not take away from somebody else's success. I've spoken about this before. A mentality of abundance. Me getting rich will not make you poor. It will not. There are some people that dislike the rich because they see rich people as nasty people who exploit. And look, there are exceptions. But typically successful people are people that have contributed a tremendous amount of value to the marketplace over such a long period of time. Not what you see on Instagram, a couple of years, dropshipper, 8 million, no. Typically someone that's made real money has made money as a consequence of a service that he was offering for such a long period of time, a valuable service, whether it was B2B, from business to business, or B2C, from business to consumer. He delivered value and he reaped the rewards. And it took time for that money to start coming in. So the question is, which one do you want to be, the low performer or the high performer? The low performer sits around and waits for the ideal circumstance to transpire. Well, you see, maybe right now I can't because I've got this going on. But in a few months, then I will. Everything's just wishy-washy. Hopefully, in a few months. Hope is not a strategy. Stop with this wishy-washy nonsense. Where the fuck do you want to be in 6 months? In 1 year? In 5 years? In 10 years? Jim Rohn used to say, in 10 years you will surely arrive. The question is where? Where will you arrive? At the current rate of action that you're undertaking, where will you be in 10 years? Most people neglect themselves. And so when 10 years go by, they are worse off. They have actually dropped in performance so significantly that they're now overweight, they're doing worse off financially. They neglect themselves. Ensure that you do not neglect yourself. I've said this before. Hard work is a sign of self-love. It means I love myself. When you work hard, that's essentially what you're saying. I love myself enough to provide myself with a better quality of life. The harder I work, the more I love myself. If you're lazy, it means that you dislike yourself because you don't care about yourself enough to provide yourself with a better life or the people that you care about. And I know this is going to hurt some people. The truth hurts. If you're a man who's got children and you've promised them the world, and yet you find yourself laying on the couch drinking every evening, What kind of a man are you? You've promised your wife so many grand things. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. One day we're going to move here. Are you on track to fulfill your promise as a man? Or are your words just empty? They have no weight. You want to be able to say something, mean it, and deliver upon it. Not, well, let's see what the future holds and hopefully and this, and yet you do nothing after that. You're essentially talking left and walking right. You're not who you say you are. This is a very important quality to have as a man, gentlemen. To mean what you say and say what you mean. And most importantly, to follow through on the things that you promised you would do. You want to provide your wife and kids with the most authentic version of you, and that version of you is the version that goes out there and pursues his dreams with everything that he's got. The fear will be there. The fear will be there, gentlemen. It will. It's scary to step out of your comfort zone and dare to be different. Maybe your family history has all been very stable and everyone's done similar things and he's a doctor and he's an engineer and now you want to step out the box and do something that no one's ever done before. It's scary, and maybe family will say things like, I wouldn't do that if I was you, why don't you get a real job, and things like that. And a part of you thinks, yeah, you know what, maybe they're right. Maybe this whole dream that I have of starting this business or doing that or pursuing film production, whatever, maybe that's stupid. And then you throw in the towel. And you become just like everybody else. Or you can be the kind of guy that says, you know what, no. Yes, it's scary. Yes, there's a high chance that this couldn't work out. But there's also a chance that this will work out. There is. I said this before in a video. Entertain the other possibility. Yes, it may not work out, but it also may work out. Human beings by nature are negative by default. We always assume the worst. We create horrible scenarios in our mind of what may happen, and as a result, we scare ourselves out of it. Entertain the other possibility. What if it works out so much better than you expected? What if you become far more successful than you could ever dream of? Because other people have done it. Other people have spoken about how they couldn't imagine the life that they have right now 20 years ago, 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. But they did the work. They did the work. They pursued the work with everything that they had. And you can too. And don't you dare feel envious of or jealous of people who have paid the price. Don't you dare feel envious or jealous of somebody who paid the price to be where he is. There's a saying, don't be upset by the results that you didn't get from the work that you didn't do. You didn't do the work, so you have no right to feel jealous of this person who did the work for such a long period of time whilst you were sitting around watching movies, going on holidays all the time, spending all your money. This other person didn't do as much of those things. Sacrificed. Didn't buy dumb shit that he didn't need it. Put his money in the business. He prioritized his future, and as a result of the habits that he executed upon, the productive habits, he is now in a different place to you, and you have no right to feel jealous. If you feel jealous, it means that you know you should have done something with your life. It's your own frustrations with yourself that you're projecting onto this other person. Because that other person is shining a spotlight down on you, on the things that you didn't do, the false promises. You're not mad at this person. You're mad at yourself, but you want somebody to blame. I don't want you to get to that stage where you find yourself feeling envious or jealous of somebody. No. You can do the work yourself. Everybody's got 24 hours in a day. Look, your circumstance may not be perfect, but there is always someone out there who came from a circumstance that was less favorable than yours and yet still made it. That takes away your excuse. That should inspire the fuck out of you, not make you envious or jealous. If this person made it from a circumstance that was way worse than mine was, or than mine is, for example, then surely I can do it. If he can, I can. If another man who is mortal, who eats, shits, breathes, if he can fucking drive a Bentley, so can I. If Bentleys are in production and some other man is driving them, I can too. That should be your mentality. I may not have the skill sets that this person does because he started ahead of me 5, 10 years ago. However, I will surely learn. I will be coachable and teachable, and I will do everything in my power to acquire the skill sets and the knowledge to get me to that position. It's possible. That's all you need to know. It's possible. Will it be easy? No. Nobody said it will be easy. And as a man, you shouldn't want easy. Easy doesn't lead to growth. Easy come, easy go. The difficulty is a good thing. It's a good thing. Diamonds are made under pressure, right? Difficulty is good. It causes you to develop into someone you've never been before, to overcome that difficulty. The same person you are right now isn't going to get you your dream life. I want to make that very clear. The man that you are right now, with the skill sets and knowledge that you possess, will not get you to where you need to be. If your goal is 6 figures, the person you are right now isn't going to get you to 6 figures. You must become somebody different. You must. Because if you knew how to make 6 figures, you'd be making it right now. So if you're not, that means you're not yet the person that you should be to make 6 figures. So go out there, buy the courses, buy the books, go to the networking events, develop into the person necessary to attract success. Remember, success is something you attract, not something that you chase. So become as valuable as possible to the marketplace. Be value focused, not end result focused. The money will take care of itself once you provide enough value. As Jim Rohn once said, success is looking for a good place to stay. So become that person who is undeniably great at what he does. And the success will follow. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give this video a like, comment. Let me know what you think down below. And if you're new here, subscribe for more content just like this. See you in the next video.